Welcome to Come Family number 2. This is my third attempt at making this video. I did some misspeaking on the other video, so I deleted it. I will reword it the way it was supposed to be because this laptop does not have an editing switch. So I lost 66 followers because I had 224 and now I have 158. This is a calculator. Y'all can't even see that. It's so goddamn bright. Any fucking how. This is a calculator. Now, let's recap what I said. I said that the bulk of people probably left my page because I do not support Donald Trump. I also mentioned in the videos in which I deleted how many videos I made about I'm ashamed to be black, or I'm ashamed to be white, or I'm ashamed to be native, and I brought up Miss Rainbirds running ruckshaw through Southern California with an RV and 2 dogs. Okay. Then I dug into Donald Trump talking about the Chinese reporter and telling her to go ask China. And when she asked why he said that specifically, he backpedaled real fucking quickly and said, I'm not asking that specifically. I'm saying it to anybody who asks a nasty question. Alright? So I also said that I can be friends with a Trump supporter as long as you understand where I'm coming from. Which is how we got to, if you didn't think that go ask China was a racist statement, it's probably because you're not Chinese. Then I brought up the Central Park 5, which at the video I deleted, I called it the Central Park 7. So now we're going to see if I'm the same age as the Central Park 7. Or how old I was when the Central Park 5, not the Central Park 7, happened. I'm not going to delete this video because you just caught me and I just caught myself. What year did the Central Park 5 happen? Central Park 5 happened in 1989. So
1989, according to the Washington Post,
wasn't even out of high school.
Headlines and in film has taken what
Alright.
happened on April 19th, 1989, and boiled it down to the Central Park 5 and the Central Park Jogger.
Okay, got that? 1989. Let's do the math real quick. If I can find a calculator. 1989 minus 1973 equals. I was 16. Alright? So I was 16 when that happened. And when it happened, our luscious former president said that he wanted all 5 of them young black kids hung. So if you're black and you didn't take that how it sound, let me repeat that for the black people in the back that still constantly want to support Trump. I don't have anything against you. I have something against him. But anytime somebody of another color wants somebody of another color hung, that does not sound like that's good business. Alright? Now, if you're black and you support the fact that he wanted 5 kids roughly between 16 and 18 years old hung for a rape that they didn't commit, even though they did time for a rape that they didn't commit, even though they were exonerated, even though they were proved to be innocent and their lives was fucked up, and you still supported this motherfucker, that's where I have an issue. Why are you supporting him? Now, I'm not saying the Democrats are any better, because in the video that I deleted, I'm bringing it all back around to Mr. Biden, and yes, I voted for Biden because he was the lesser of 2 evils. I really wanted Elizabeth Warren to win, or Andrew Yang, or the gay guy, Pete, whatever the hell his last name is that I can't really pronounce. But we're going to go there. Joe Biden did say something racist. I'm not saying that he was racist, but he did say something racist, and I'm not going to defend it. I'm going to push that shit out there, because on one of the big news shows, not like our local shit, he literally said that if you don't vote for me, you ain't black. Y'all can go find that video. Just like you can still go find the videos of Trump saying what he said about the Central Park 5. You can still go find a video about him telling the Chinese reporter to go ask China. Because again, if you're not black and if you're not Chinese, that doesn't really affect you, so you don't really give a flying fuck. But here's one that also doesn't affect you, but it affects me. So maybe y'all forgot Obama's last year and how the natives of Standing Rock went to know Obama and he promised that no pipeline was going to go through. Before that, you may not be able to find the video because I'm still searching for it, but before that, there was a video of Mr. Trump talking to natives, and he said that if he was elected president, he would not allow the business of the Keystone Pipeline to go through Standing Rock. Last day in office for Obama, he signs a decree that the pipeline would not come through Standing Rock. first day in office, Mr. Trump decides, oh, fuck, yes, it is. So if you don't think that that's a problem, let's go to another native problem, how he kept calling Elizabeth Warren Pocahontas. Every time he mentioned her, he kept calling her Pocahontas. If you don't consider that racist, it's probably because you're not part of the race that he's fucking insulting. Code Talkers, live TV. He's shaking their hands. And one of the Code Talkers, I'm not going to lie, one of the Code Talkers literally, he started doing that. He bust out laughing. He just didn't crack his face, but he started busting. Now, as our president at the time was shaking his hands, he said, we have something, you guys are very important. We really respect your people, blah, 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 and all that other bullshit that came out of his mouth. He says, we had someone who's been in office just as long and just as important. We call her Pocahontas. No one said shit until after all that shit was done. Then people started saying shit. So if you want to know where my problem with Donald Trump really began, it began back in 1993 when he was mad about the Native Americans not having to pay taxes on their casinos, but his taxes being doubled because he wasn't Native American, and then he said that they don't like natives to me. That's where my problem is, because I'm part Native. None of the casinos are writing me a check, so I have no dog in the fight. But anything that comes off as racist is racist, and everybody has pointed that out. Now here's where the kicker comes in, because before all that shit, well, after that shit, but before all the other racist shit and after the Central Park 5, in between there was a grace period where Donald Trump was the motherfucking man. And even I liked him, because he wasn't a racist. And this was before The Apprentice. But see, I didn't know about the 93 thing until after I had heard something about it. I said, Donald Trump ain't racist. Then I Googled that shit. Yeah, back when I was in high school, when everybody was worried about the O.J. Simpson thing, he was coming down on the Native Americans, which was 2 years or so before the O.J. Simpson thing about casinos. Now, my problem with Donald Trump is straight up. I haven't lied about it. He's a motherfucking racist. I have probably lost more followers here because I do not support Trump versus anywhere else. Everywhere else knows I don't support Trump, but I also don't bring politics anywhere other than my YouTube channel. Now, to the 66 of you who are left, I am sorry that I was not worthy of you. This door will always be open for you, regardless of your political affiliation, because I don't give a flying fuck as long as you vote. Because, see, it's the people who don't vote that the problem lies. See, if you don't vote, you can't complain, all right? You just have to accept the hand of fate that the rest of us voted to deal with, put you in, because you refuse to take an hour or two out of your day dropping a vote, or you early ballot. You don't want to do that. I got a hip replacement, so I have to vote early because I can't stand in line for longer than 2 hours, and I can't sit down for more than 2 hours. You see the clusterfuck that I have, but my ass will still get out there and vote. Now, if I've offended you for not being a fucking supporter of Donald Trump, that's a you problem. Because even though you're a supporter of Donald Trump, I am not going to be angry at you. Because just because you voted for a racist doesn't necessarily mean you're racist, because there's a couple of reasons why people voted for Donald Trump. And that includes black people and those few Asians who haven't been attacked by people who are racist and don't know the difference between Chinese, Japanese, Vietnamese, Korean, Pacific Islanders, Laotian, Mongolians, because all of those are Southeast Asians. Now, Indians from India. If those people haven't been attacked by racist people mistaking them for Chinese, then you're the Asians that voted for Trump doing the Trump 2020 and 2024 thing, because that shit hasn't gotten to you. You have not bumped into that one Asian motherfucking hater who doesn't hate just one Asian, he hates all Asians, but because one Asian thing happened, just like back when SARS happened, severe Asian racist syndrome, all of a sudden, all Asians are Chinese, and Asian hate has grown to an exponentially bad number. But none of that shit was happening as bad as it was when Trump decided to start calling that shit the Kung Flu, the Chinese disease, the China virus, and you can go find all those fucking videos on there if you want to be against me on that, but I don't have to prove it. It's already there. Just go look for it. And personally, I do not have any clue on how to video manipulate shit. or do the deep fakes and all that other shit. I don't really give a fuck. You like Trump, I don't. That's where it is. We can still be friends. We just can't talk about Donald Trump. We can talk about everything else. Now, for you women, this is for you. Specifically the women who supported Trump. I got 5 sisters. 5 of them. 4 younger, 1 older. And if they don't consent to a man grabbing them by the vagina, I'm going to go out and break said man's fucking hands that's grabbing my sisters by the fucking vagina. So for whichever women who let their husband brainwash them into saying, oh, it's okay, he's not that much of a misogynist dick, and if he grabs you by the vagina, I won't vote for him. But y'all did. You know, the women who voted for Trump, their husbands brainwashed them, or they just made a decision that was going to keep peace in the family. Politics should never ruin your family. If you are a person and politics ruin your family, then you probably shouldn't be getting married. You should just be having mad sex with uncontrollable people and then leave your politics at home. But if you're a Democrat and you marry a Republican man, he should not be influencing your vote. And vice versa. If you are a Republican man, you should not be influenced by your Democratic wife, even if she puts you in the doghouse for a week. Hey, Pornhub is free. Have at it, because that's exactly what I would do. And then after all the voting and shit's done, we can have makeup sex. And then I'm going to make sure that I make up for all the lost time that I was in the damn doghouse because I married a Republican or a Democrat or an independent wife who I wasn't going to try to sway her vote to begin with, but I'm not going to let her sway mine. Just because you're giving it to me on a regular basis does not mean you get to choose who I get to vote for. Okay? Doesn't mean whoever voted for Trump and I can't be friends. If that's how you feel, that's how you feel. As I said, a lot of people voted for Trump because it was all about their motherfucking wallet. Period. It wasn't about right or wrong. It was about their fucking wallet. Those are the ones who vote dangerously. Alright? I voted for Biden because he was the lesser of 2 evils. I was not going to vote for a blatantly out for racist, so I wanted to vote for a basically not much a racist, but a racist statement-making motherfucker. But like I said, in truth be told, I wanted Elizabeth Warren to win. Because it would have been history with her 4% Native American blood to have a fucking Native American be in charge of a country that was stolen from them. Even though she has a little bit of blood quantum. Just a little bit. That would still make her Native. Hey, it is what it is. But if it wasn't for her, my very next choice was Andrew Yang. With all the Asian hate spewing all over the world due to certain redheaded stuff troll calling it the China virus or the Kung Flu or the Chinese disease, to have a Chinese president win over him would have been icing on a motherfucking cake. But even better still, if not the native woman, if not the Chinese man, the best victory of all would have been a congressman president younger than me at 30 some odd years old named PDB. I can't pronounce your last name, brother. So PDB. Not only does he have the fucking history making that ever was, he would be the first American gay president with the first lady being a gay man. Now I ain't got nothing against gay people. I support them. I don't date them, but I support them. And that's how I feel about trans people too. I got nothing against you. I'm just not going to date you. We can all be friends. I don't have to date you to be your friend, you know, because I don't play that shit. But at that same time, I am going to respect your lifestyle because I have no right to pass judgment. Only the creator can do that. But to have a gay president versus a racist president, I'll take the gay president any goddamn time. And then everybody's out here going to be Trump 2024, Trump 2024. Well, y'all better hope that they don't get him for treason. And you better hope that he doesn't go to jail. But I'm pretty sure he's got enough people in his pocket that, if anything, he's going to slide by. But that's okay. I don't really give a flying fuck if the man goes to jail or not, because I'm not going to vote for him. And even if I lose, I'm going to complain like everyone else, and then I'm going to get over it really fucking fast, and I'm going to do what I do. See, the problem with who we vote for is that all the assholes in Congress and Senate don't really give a flying fuck about us. And that's where all of you fuck up. You think, oh, because they're Republican, they give a fuck. Oh, because they're Democrat, they give a fuck. Well, let me put it to you this way. because I vote Democrat normally out of most of the time because there's not a third party. There should be a third party, but we don't legally have one. Independent votes go to God only knows where. I guess they divide them equally between the two parties because I don't know how that shit works. But, you know, on the fucking for real, both of them don't really give a fuck about the working people or the veterans. They claim that they do. But, you know, I'm a vet. I can't get benefits till I'm 60. I never got deployed. I got fucked up in boot camps. I never got to graduate. I never got to do anything outside of be a sick call ranger and get a hip replacement. I never wanted to quit the military. I never was going to leave the military. I wanted to stay in the military until I came home in a motherfucking body bag. Understand me? I was fully fucking committed. I was ready to go. And here I am. I got a bad hip. Can't run worth shit. I can still do a little bit of Kung Fu, but I can't do the shit I used to do. Go watch Kung Fu Havoc #1, then come back and watch Kung Fu Havoc #2. You will see the fucking difference. But this ain't about me. This is about these political assholes that, you know, I technically was an employer of employment or employee of what I used to be in the soldier field, so I used to be a government piece of property. Because I was Army National Guard, that means I was state and government. I was state and federal from my soldierhood, but I only got one check. I'm still only getting one check, and it is not a very big check. So I can't afford health insurance. Thank God the Army military hospitals have to take me because I am a vet. I can barely afford dental insurance, and thank God for the dentist that I go to. Understand. Thank God for what little bit of money I can muster up to put into these things because I'm not doing shit. The GI Bill now starts to work for National Guard, but I only have 2 classes left and then I'm out of graduation time. So unless I talk to them about going back to school to further my education or start my acting career in college again, yeah, you know, but I kind of really just want to act. But I mean, I'm 21 years in the game. Ain't got shit. So now I'm banking on 9-9. I'm banking on my book that I've written to be published and all kinds of other shit to just start going right. So nothing but positive for me now. And I'm also banking that God answers my prayers on the wrestler that I am hopelessly in love with. Y'all already know her. I already told y'all that in like a couple of videos ago. But here's the real situation. I lost 66 people. Okay? I'm not happy that I lost 66 people. I'm not angry. I'm a little sad, but I feel that this is how this works. Because social media is a gambit. Alright? Social media is not only a gambit, it's also a gauntlet. And if you are not good with rejection, you would probably be upset and cry about losing people. So I'm going to say this, you know, because I have a couple of real life friends here. And I got people who've been with me since Kung Fu Havoc #1. And hopefully, if they're still over there, they'll come over here. But I still got people that's with me. And I got a fuck ton more people on TikTok and Instagram than I have here. So I'm not done yet. But I did lose 66 people. And that does kind of affect my psyche a little bit. Because I don't publish shit the way I want it. I want to put movies up here. The video I posted earlier today showed you guys the clip of the fan film that I was working on, but my laptop won't fucking let me edit the goddamn thing. So I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place, and that movie will be 2 years come June. Because I believe I started filming between June and May. And I filmed it all in 2 weeks. So, you know, but I haven't been able to edit it because the terabyte won't let me connect with the fucking damn laptop, and it won't let me edit the damn thing. So that's a fucking problem, you know? And that's a big fucking problem. Like, it's a super big fucking problem. So, you know, where do I sit from there? I need to find an old terabyte and go connect it to my old laptop, or I need to suffer and die. One or the two. Now, the problem is really quite simple, you know? If I had the things I need to do better, I would do better. Like, I don't want to, like, charge you guys for videos, all right? I've said that from day one. I am not going to be that guy who charges people for videos. If I knew anything about merchandise, I draw, so it's not like I couldn't make a shirt for y'all to buy. The question is, where'd you buy it? And I'm one of the people, if I have to make merchandise, I said this because of an incident that happened to me 3 Galaxy Cons ago. My first Galaxy Con in Richmond, where I met my crush and hopefully future wife, Zeta Zhang. I bumped into an idol of mine, a hero of mine, since I was a little boy. I'm not going to reveal his name because I respect him too much to do that, but this was my option. And this is why I said, when I make it, I will never do this to anyone. And you guys got this video right here to hold my feet to the fire. This hero of mine gave me the option of taking a selfie for $60 or buying a picture of him for $60. And unfortunately, $60 was all I had to spend for the con because I needed to eat. Now, the hotel was paid for, but I still needed to eat. And I was there for 2 days. And $60 doesn't go a long way if you eat a lot. I don't eat a lot, but giving him my last $60 just did not seem like the capitalist idea that I could possibly have. So I made a decision. I also made a promise. This is probably the only promise that I'm ever going to make, that I am never going to charge somebody $60 for a picture with me, because without those fans, I wouldn't be where I am. And I clearly don't have enough fans right now. But when I get you guys on board with my fucking vision, it's not going to be for nothing. You know, it's not going to be a waste of time. It's not going to be, oh, well, we seen you at GalaxyCon and you put your hands around us and you were the star attraction and you're charging us $60 for a fucking photo. No, because see, without y'all, actors don't get work. Case in point, sometimes with y'all, we still don't get work. Because I haven't worked in 20 years. That was a sideways joke. That's more of a slap to the face for me. There is no reason in hell right now why I shouldn't have a job in TV. Outside of, I still want to finish my two classes and then graduate. But outside of that, there's no reason why I shouldn't have a job in TV with all these streaming services. It's just that nobody knows who the fuck I am. More importantly, they don't really know what the fuck I am. Which is why I will make a video tonight explaining the whole Echo Fang Grey Wolf thing versus James Williams Jr. Alright? Now, back to the topic at hand. I lost 66 followers, man. I feel real bad about that. But I don't feel real bad in a pissed off, I hate 66 people kind of way. I just feel bad that I wasn't good enough to keep 66 people. I still have 100 and some change. 158. So from 224 to 158, you know, it's a really big drop. You know, I usually stayed at like roughly 200 fans, man. So I'm assuming, I could be wrong, I am assuming that it is because that I am not a Trump supporter. And that's pretty much the gist of it. And I've definitely made some really bad videos about Trump. I've had a couple of videos on my YouTube channel flagged for trying to save transgender people in Puerto Rico because the transgender people were getting murdered at a high exponential rate. And I have transgender friends on TikTok, and 1 or 2 I follow on Instagram. I would be following them on Twitter, but my Twitter is suspended for me telling a girl to knock herself out. She still has her Twitter, but I don't have mine. She was threatening suicide, and one of my catchphrases I owe to Brandon Lee, I've been saying it since whenever the hell Rapid Fire came out, when somebody says something like badass to me or something, I hit them with Brandon Lee's knock yourself out. As like, I dare you to fucking try it, you know. Apparently Twitter took that the wrong way and they suspended my account. They haven't gotten back to me yet, and it's been almost 5 months, and I'm like, yo, I keep sending them notifications, and Twitter, I need to find their hard address, and I'm just going to write them a handwritten letter. They might actually read that versus these fucking emails that no one seems to know how to read. So, you know, it is what it is. And I could always open a new Twitter account, but I don't really want to try to do all that shit because, hell, opening a second fucking TikTok was a pain in the ass. Opening a second Instagram I haven't done, but I do have 2 Facebooks. One of them I haven't used since I opened the damn thing. You know, I mean, it's going to be what it's going to be, and we're not going to please everybody. So to you 66 who walked away, I am not mad at you. I thank you. The door is always open. To the 158 who are still here, I thank you. That door is always open. And if you choose to walk away, just like the 66, I'm not going to be mad about it. I'm not going to cry about it. I'm not going to complain about it. But I am going to thank you. Because at one point in my life, I meant something to 224 people. At one point in my life, I meant something to 66 people in a negative light, and they walked away, leaving me with 158 people who I still mean something to, hopefully in a positive way. But here's the thing, before I end this video, because I'm cold as fuck. A lot of people, come hell or high water, will not like you if you are honest. And I am learning that. But regardless of that, I am not going to sit here and lie to get followers. I'm not going to sit here and lie so that you'll all love me. No, fuck that shit. I can't make you stay. That's the thing about social media. You can't make anybody stay, and if you're mad about them not staying, that's a you problem. So just so that the 66 of y'all know, I'm not mad. It's not a me problem. That door's open. The same way it was open when you left, it's the same way it's open when you choose to come back. Me crying about you leaving only makes me your bitch. And I'm done being everybody's bitch. Now, if I lose all my followers tonight, I still thank you all for being here. Thank you very much from what's left of my soul and the bottom of my heart. Thank you for being here. Thank you for, at one point in my life, letting me know that my life fucking matters. There's a lot of us out here, especially us vets, we don't know if we matter. We really don't. And most people just tell you shit because they just want to be nice. Those 66 people that left, they didn't give me a reason. They didn't care. They just left. Me hunting for a reason is a me problem. Them leaving is not a me problem. It's a they problem, and there's nothing I can do about it. I can accept it. And acceptance is a hell of a lot easier than people think. I also need to be reminded, to make a song about forgiving and forgetting. That being said, I'm Echo Fan Grey Wolf. It's cold as fuck outside. Be seeing you, and thank you for your support. This is it. I'll make another night show one day, but now is not the time.